Hello there my YouTube friends. Once again we're going to do another sort of unboxing and review. This time not of a 1/6 Hot Toys figure, not even of a Hot Toys figure full stop. We are doing this guy. This is Neca. These are, I think, possibly 1/12 scale, maybe something like that, I think. So this guy, I decided to pick this one up because back here, just there, you can't get a good close-up of him, there, we have the Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch from the Predator movie. So we picked up the Jungle Predator to go with him from Neca. You see, the box itself is really good as well. I think the box has some really good things to it here. The bottom, not much on it. I think it's actually, it's basically got the sculpt and paint job and what have you that it was by. So that's pretty good, you know. But the back guys, just look at that. So you won't be able to see it properly because of the bloody glare you're getting. But I think that is pretty good. You know, they've actually done some posing up themselves with the sculpt. There's a little bit of writing on there, which I don't know whether that'll pick it up properly, but I think that's pretty damn good. Front of it opens up again to reveal another great picture. They're taking themselves and then the character himself with the few accessories that you get with it. So without further ado, let's get these accessories out into the light box and show you what you get. See how Neca compares, how good their job they've done of it is, because I think it looks pretty good. I'm good myself, like. So then guys, accessories wise, this isn't too bad when you consider that this is, like I say, it's something like a 1/12 scale figure and you're getting sort of a few accessories. Now some of them you'd think, well, they could have had these on it, you know, and you wouldn't need them as accessories, but technically they're accessories. So what you first off you get is another head sculpt, guys, and you can see here these things will move. Yeah, so his head is pretty damn well painted. Yeah, and then you come round and look at that one. Menacing eyes there. Just looking directly through you. Closed mandibles. Which is a shame that they're closed. You know, it would have been nice if you had had the chance to have some open mandibles. But I mean, that is pretty wicked. There's an extra head sculpt for you. You have another face mask. Yeah, which is pretty good. It's nicely weathered. Not sure if it'll fit on the face. I'll have a look at that in a moment once we went through the accessories. You have his shoulder cannon. I mean, this, for details for such a small character, it is absolutely phenomenal. You know, it looks so goddamn cool. And you can say this isn't Hot Toys, this is just a small Neca figure. The amount of detail they've gone into is beautiful. All plastic, but what really do you expect? Ian, look at this, man. You know, that is outstanding work. You know, it's very much plastic. You very much remove quite easily. I think with this one, really, it could only have been better if it had sort of like a bit of a bloodiedness still there, which is maybe something I can do in the future if I feel like doing it. You know, just add a little touches of blood here and there like it's sort of, he's freshly ripped it out from somebody. I mean, that's pretty damn cool. You have another skull, which I'm guessing you can put in his hand or you can place down beside him. Yeah, it's cool. We have this thing here, which I'm taken by the looks of that could possibly maybe fit into his thing on his wrist, but I'm not sure yet until I have a proper look at the character. As you can see, I'm doing this for the first time myself and having a look at them for the first time myself. Then you have the two open hands, guys. I mean, again, look at the level of details that they're getting to for such a small character. Yeah, I mean, I think these like this are pretty much on a level of what you would get likes of a Hot Toys style to it without it being Hot Toys making it. You know, Neca are doing a really fantastic job of these things. Now this looks absolutely beautiful. And the last hand, again, I just think what they do with it is brilliant. So there you go, guys, that's the actual things you get with it. Now let's have a look at the character. And here he is, guys. You know, first glance from this type of distance, you know, he's pretty damn cool. Yeah, he's going to go well, I think, with the Arnold Dutch figure. Let's see how good he looks. Now, what I am going to say before we go in is that when you get him out, I think that there's a lot of sellotape holding sort of all the accessories into the actual packaging, and he is held in with these things across his arms and across his waist to hold them in place. Yeah, so there you go. That's how everything's kept in the box to make sure he doesn't come out with that. But let's get a look at this guy. Let's move this further across and get him a little bit in the middle. You have a better look at him. Yeah, so again, this guy does have in the middle there, it's two separate bits of body, but with the neck, I think it's a little bit more forgivable because of the size of them. You know, you're not going to notice it as much as what you are in the 1/6 scale. You know, they are a lot more noticeable in there. This character, you know, the first one you have is this one with his helmet on. Now, I did try putting the helmet on the other head thing, and it does not fit at all. You know, it's not meant to go on. I think it's more meant to go in his hand, as if he's took it off, you know, like he's grabbed it and pulling it off his face or something. Yeah, so that's what that one's more meant for. But you can see there, I mean, the levels of details here, again, it's just incredible for the size of the figure. You know, they do an absolutely phenomenal job. Yeah, I think that is an absolutely brilliant job of that. You know, you can see there around him, he has on all these little trinket bones. Yeah, and of course he has one on his back, which I will show you when I get around to doing that. I just need to try and move these about a bit so I can still get him to stand up. Yeah, he just looks really, really brilliant, really well made. Yeah, I've got no complaints at all about how he looks. Yeah, he just looks brilliant. Let's see how well can you pose them up, because that's what Neca are supposed to be known for, that they're really good ones to buy for having posability. So neck wise in this thing, I seem to have no posability at all. You can turn his head a little bit, but there seems to be no posability there. Shoulder wise, you can see that lift up, go there, come forward all the way very easily. In fact, they'll probably go right the way round if you sort of really try to make them go that way. You do have some motion there in the shoulder to allow it to pivot at the shoulder, which is good. Bicep wise, you can see there, if I just move this down so you can see, there you go guys, you can see there, it's quite a good range of motion on that. You know, you cannot complain with that. These things will twist as well to make it so you can put them, oh, sorry guys, I'm not looking properly. So you can see that they're twisting around. Wrist wise, you have got a little bit of inward flexion on it, and it will spin completely around. Yeah. Chest wise, you've got that little bit of motion there on the chest, but you've got a little bit as well at the waist, and a little bit of side to side, but not a great deal. So that's the top end. Let's have a look at the bottom end, see what we've got at the bottom. Let's just move this out a bit for you. Okay, so what we've got at the bottom, out over, it will out that. Let's get this moved a bit more so you can see. Then what we've got, hip forward, it sort of flexes out over at the same time as going up. Yeah, so you're getting roughly about the same as what you would get there of a Hot Toys, but the back motion, you do get a nice amount of back motion on it, so that's pretty good. You do have a little bit of twist at the waist there, and at the knee you have a great double bend at the knee. Look at, I mean, that is pretty good at the knee. Ankle wise, what we've got with the ankles, you have a little bit of flexion front and back, a little bit side to side, but it will obviously spin probably completely round if you try to. So on the whole, you know, the actual articulation with them is pretty damn good. And like I said, I'm going to take you now really sort of close, so you can have a proper close inspection of them. This thing here, you can feel them, they are sort of raised slightly, but it's painted, it's on there, it's not like the netting like what you get on a Hot Toys variety one. Hot Toys ones are like a proper netting. These ones are sort of sculpted in and painted, so it means then that, yeah, you shouldn't really have the issues that you get with the netting bunching up when you're moving them around. So that's pretty cool that way on. Let's have a proper closer look. You can see it's not really, you can't class it as a head sculpt as such, but you know, that looks pretty damn cool. You can see the weathering, sort of almost battle damage to it. It's pretty cool. You can see there in the shoulder where you have the joint which is movable. You can see the joint there in the elbow. You know, so you can see there that they're plastic. I mean, they even look like crappy plastic from here, from this close up. Yeah, but like the levels of details and everything in it, guys, they're pretty damn good when you consider the size of them. And that is pretty cool. We'll turn around and we'll show you the back. Yeah, and them, so you can see like the paintwork isn't perfect on the backs of them, but still pretty good, you know, considering what you're getting and the size of it. And these back ornamental part of it. Yeah, just really cool. I don't know how easy it is to take off the head part of it, change it over. I'm about to find out for you guys. There you go, guys, the sort of the classic style pose. And this is why I said that I would have liked to have had the open mandibles, because for that's what you would have needed. You know, the more open mandibles would have been the much better thing to have when you're doing that sort of type of pose like that. You know, it would have looked so much better with those open mandibles on. Yeah, an issue you keep on having is these things here keep on slipping right the way down, and the other ones keep on slipping towards the front, as you can see. But that's just a minor irritation, you know. You just alter them if you want to take a picture, and then you've got it again. You have a bit better of a head motion on with this one than what you do with these helmeted head on. That one I've got a bit more motion to. I'll just move in a second. You got a bit more motion to that one, but what you have got to watch for is the hair will start to knock off the shoulder cannon. Okay, it also worked out that this thing here isn't to go in his wrist thingy. It actually goes into the shoulder cannon, so you'd have it like a blast off from the shoulder cannon, which I'll show you. So there you go, as you can see, it's not in. What I found was when I've been trying to put that in, that little sort of piece of plastic in the middle there is so soft and movable. If I can get it, stay homed in on it. See if I can get down here. There you go. That is so soft and pliable. As soon as you try and put into the slot, the thing, it just bends. Yeah, and it just is so hard. I dare say you could get it to position in such a way where it might thingy, but for me it's just, it kept on bending out the way and just dropped out. So I'm not even going to attempt it, you know. It doesn't need to be on there. It's not going to make a huge difference. It isn't going to look that cool in there. So I'm just going to leave it out, guys. But what we have got, and I'm going to show you once I put this back in its stand. Look at that for being cool. The actually wrist thing opens up the same as the ones doing the Hot Toys ones, so you can look down into there and see the countdown. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Good to do that. I added that to it so you can have it in that type of pose if that's what you want to do, where it's looking down. You can even put its fingers up as if it's going to type on the screen to start the nuclear explosion off. But I mean, just look at them, guys. I mean, this is fantastic considering it's the size scale. So let's bring in Arnie and put the pair of them together. So you can see there, guys, size wise they are like a brilliant sort of match to each other, you know. That's how big the Predator was compared to Arnie. So they've gotten it pretty good when it comes to sort of size comparison wise, you know. They've done a really good job of that. And I think the Arnie, you know, they're going to look great together. You know, they're all going to look absolutely amazing together. I've took the shoulder thing off him because it's not the easiest thing in the world when you're trying to pose his arms to get that to stay on. You know, it just doesn't fit on that great. But you will, and you can find a way to make it work. It's just that all you've got with it is a tiny little bit underneath there to try and hook it into place. And there you go, it's on. There you go, guys. So I think they're going to look pretty cool together. Get them up on the shelf together. But really cool. If you want to see a little mini review on Dutch, yeah, on the Arnie figure, then please let us know and I'll do that for you guys. You know, I'm sure the Arnie one's in the Neca figure as well, though I've had them for a while so I can't quite recall, you know. But I would sort of do the thingy for you and show you what I got with him and how good he is at posing up. That's the pose I've pretty much had him in since I'm getting them, but it's going to be good to have him now alongside the Predator, you know, have the pair of them together. So anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like if you liked, dislike if you didn't, comment down below, let me know what you think of them, and guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Bearded Nerdy Youth, and I am out of here.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Okay.